The themes in Zombie are accessory to any horror anime. The nature of life and death, the paying of one's dues, contracts with forces beyond our understanding to save one's life, very standard stuff. The problem with this is that all the development we get is one speech halfway through the series, and the rest is just monsters bad, money make, gothic lolly sexy. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with mindless action and boobies, but horrors are held to a certain contemplative standard, and as an entertainer, it behooves Peachpit to devote more time to the exploring of the naturally morbid themes associated with this work of animated fiction. Why, on certain opportune occasions, the wordplay and dialoguing proves to be an absolutely useless vehicle, as the empirical concept pushed forward by our individuals are totally unsuccessful in establishing even the most rudimentary. And that's why pork is superior to beef! Well, the story really begins at episode 3. And it's right about at this point that I make out some glaring flaws. First of all, this has nothing to do with zombies. The word is used to refer to people like chicken shit, who, as you might have deduced, are nothing like the name implies. By the show's own logic, a zombie is a corpse that refuses to move on to the afterlife, has a black ring around their neck, and gains supernatural powers through methods that are poorly explained at best. By all other logic, this is bullshit. This is a zombie. This is a zombie. This is a zombie. This is not a zombie! George A. Romero, please forgive these fools. Secondly, this anime raises about 1 million questions for which we never get any answers. For instance, what exactly is the nature of the loan office? What happened in that accident 6 months ago? Who is the Grim Reaper? Why can Michiru see death dates? Why does the ferryman carry out these contracts with corpses? Do you think Yuta is a boy or a girl? Why do they feel pain if they're undead? Why does Chicken wear shit's hand and vice versa? Why does that handcuff change designs from panel to panel? Does Otsu realize he looks like Ryohei Sasakawa from Reborn? Why is Koyomi showing her body? What's the deal with that little silverhead girl? What the fuck is Astro? Why does Shiba know so much about Kabbalah? Who the fuck is that lady in yellow? Why does Ayahirano keep getting work? How exactly do Yoko's boobs stay in that poorly tight bikini? Why do I switch my face when every other of you? You know, people ask me how I'm able to watch such crappy series without going insane. Well, the answer is simple. I don't! Let me make this as short and sweet as possible. There are 3 major flaws with Zombie Load. Number 1, 2/3 of the main characters are unlikable, Chicken is annoying as fuck, and Shit is just detestably arrogant. The only redeeming qualities I can give them is that Chicken is more friendly than we initially think, and Shit is at least slightly courteous to people who aren't his partner. Number 2, the questions raised by plot points are practically never answered. If this anime were a road, then it would have to be rebuilt because of the staggering number of plot holes. And number 3, my personal favorite, Zombie Loan fails to install either horror or thrills in its narrative. Sure, you've got blood and shadows and stuff, but it lacks a sense of dread or foreboding to make the travails of our protagonist even slightly daunting. This is a crippling weakness for an anime, and one I also picked up on in Rose and Maiden. The fact of the matter is, Peachpit cannot write hard to save their lives! But I do have some praise for not Zombie Loan. Michiru is actually a good enough character. Her personal strife and all-around likability makes her a welcome distraction from the 2 insufferable fools she hangs out with. The supporting cast too is decent. I mean, I don't feel like burning their faces off, so at least that's something. Frankly, these people and this girl deserved a better anime and manga than this piece of human refuse! This anime is wretched! Not only does it fail to tell a compelling story, its characters are severely annoying, and it fails miserably in providing even a sense of mild anxiety. It's worth noting that I did not read the manga, not all of it anyway, because I wanted to see how this thing held up on its own. Well, guess what? It doesn't! And I'm not unfair either. Blame for this goes to Sebek and Peachpit in equal measure. The former for failing to successfully adapt a coherent story from the source series, and the latter for just not producing a good manga. This thing was doomed from the beginning. My final verdict for Zombie Loan is a great big middle finger in the face. I can't recommend anything for this train wreck. Until next time, fuck Sebek, fuck Peach Pit from your cheerful torturer, the interviewer!